Whatever happened to Microsoft's ability to make appealing exclusive titles? This is literally how Microsoft managed to not only survive but thrive in the highly competitive gaming market in 2000, when the OG Xbox was revealed by Bill Gates and Dwayne Johnson. Now Microsoft's launch of the Xbox Series X pretty much has zero exclusive titles that pack any sort of punch. Even Halo Infinite is getting delayed until 2021, and that's the Series X's launch title, which isn't even a Series X exclusive title since it'll be available for both the Xbox One and PC. Big brain marketing, fellas. Big brain. In 2001, the Xbox made a name for itself by releasing Halo Combat Evolved from Bungie Studios, taking the gaming world by storm when the game made revolutionary steps ahead in the console gaming industry by implementing a two-weapon system, two analog stick movement, and triangle combat gameplay of melee, guns, and grenades, exclusive to the Xbox, and making full use of the Duke controller. On top of just Halo, the Xbox also released several 6th generation exclusive titles such as Forza Motorsport, Ghost Recon 2, Kingdom Under Fire, Steel Battalion, Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, Ninja Gaiden, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Jade Empire, Fable, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, and many, many more that kept gamers interested in what the Xbox had to offer over the PlayStation 2. Even though I personally favor the PlayStation's exclusive roundup a little bit more with titles like Shadow of the Colossus, God of War 1 and 2, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, as well as Metal Gear Solid 1 using backwards compatibility, Katamari, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Final Fantasy X. Not only did the Xbox offer tons of exclusive titles, but it also had online servers that allowed you to play multiplayer matches if certain games allowed it, like Halo 2, possibly the best multiplayer server of the 6th generation of gaming. The PS2 had extremely limited technology since it was launched in 2000, so it wasn't surprising if a game didn't support multiplayer on the PS2. This is where the 7th generation of gaming comes in. Simply put, 2007 was the golden age of gaming, and I actually remember it because I started playing video games at the age of 6 in 2007. Apart from the red ring of death if you moved your console even slightly with the disc inside, the Xbox 360 knocked it out of the ballpark with its launch, as did game developers with undying classics like Gears of War, Mass Effect, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, The Elder Scrolls 4, Shivering Isles, Guitar Hero 2, I'm talking about the Xbox 360 port that had like 10 extra songs and expansive customization, Shadowrun, Call of Juarez, Bioshock, The Orange Box, Ace Combat 6, Tomb Raider Anniversary, The Sims 2 Castaway, and of course, Halo 3, possibly the best game ever made. All of these titles were exclusively made for the Xbox 360 in 2007 alone. And these are just the good ones. More excellent games came out on multiple platforms like Assassin's Creed, Skate, Guitar Hero 3, Rock Band, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, Thrillville, Off the Rails, Kane and Lynch, Call of Duty 4, Manhunt 2, you name it. All of these games were on the Xbox 360 as well, just in the year 2007. Like, Jesus, talk about the golden age of gaming, and I lived it! Meanwhile, Sony was competing with themselves since they were still releasing several games for the PS2 during this time, even though the PS3 was on the market. Anyone can tell you that's one of the worst places you can put yourself in. Regardless, the PS3 made a quick rebound once they finally ditched the PS2, and by 2010, they were finally catching up to the Xbox 360 with excellent releases such as L.A. Noire, I know that wasn't an exclusive game, shut the fuck up, and Heavy Rain. In E3 of 2013, Microsoft made quite possibly the worst mistake in the company's history when they revealed the Xbox One. And while the design of the console looked fine, the shift in focus towards having it function like TV instead of making kick-ass games rubbed people the wrong way, and justifiably so. And to make matters worse, the few exclusive titles launched for the Xbox One all stank to high hell. You've got Gears of War 4, yuck, Sunset Overdrive, which is alright, Ori and the Blind Forest, which is damn near perfect, Quantum Break, terrible, MCC, terrible, Halo 5, terrible, Halo Wars 2, kinda bad, Sea of Thieves, disappointing as hell, Forza Motorsport 7, overrated as fuck, Titanfall 1, which was not as good as Titanfall 2, which was multi-platformed, Ashen, I don't even know what that is, Forza Horizon 4, wow, you seriously needed more Forza? Killer Instinct, never heard of it. Cuphead, one of the best games of the 8th generation. State of Decay 2, terrible. Dance Central Spotlight, never heard of it. And Gears 5, awful. Of that list, only 3 are good. Cuphead, Ori and the Blind Forest, and Sunset Overdrive. Meanwhile, the PS4 released games like Uncharted 4, God of War, the 2018 version obviously, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, Bloodborne, Ratchet & Clank Remastered, Persona 5, The Last of Us 1 and 2, Until Dawn, Detroit Become Human, Shadow of the Colossus Remastered, Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone, VR capabilities, something Xbox still doesn't have despite being the more powerful console, MLB The Show, which is 1,000,000 times better than RBI Baseball, The Order 1886, and until 2019, cheaper online servers. With Xbox Live, you have to pay $60 a year just to have the right to use online servers to play multiplayer. That is unbelievably greedy. In just about every measurable category, the PS4 kicked the Xbox One's ass in terms of gaming, which, is kind of the point of gaming. Again, big brain, Microsoft, big brain! For the 9th generation of gaming, you have the PS5 with far more aesthetically pleasing design and a list of exclusive titles that everyone wants to get their hands on. With the Xbox Series X, which is the dumbest name ever, unlike the Xbox One, which was even dumber, you get a skyscraper that's shaped like a square PC rig and has pretty much zero exclusive titles that are getting people excited to pay for a $500 machine. Luckily, Microsoft was thinking in the long game in terms of spreading out their assets, so if the Xbox fails, they've still got plenty of investments in making parts for PC rigs, unlike Sony, who pretty much makes most of their money on gaming and entertainment. Now, Microsoft is so desperate to get people to buy their consoles, they're willing to make Halo Infinite free as part of a 10-year plan. Remember the last time an intellectual property branded itself as a 10-year plan? And remember how that worked out? Oh, that's right, Bungie made Destiny! The biggest disappointment in the 8th generation of gaming. Even No Man's Sky recovered from their fuck-up, and a few people even care about Sea of Thieves, so you truly earned that title, Bungie. Pray to God Halo doesn't come down that path. Anyways, it's incredible to see how far the Xbox has gone from hero to zero in a matter of 7 years. Which, in terms of gaming, is like that. So, yeah, it's so bad. They just don't really have an ambition to make good games anymore because they already have a strong setting in the market. They don't have to fight Sony on anything because nearly every game they make is multi-platformed, and the few exclusives they do have suck. It's disappointing, and I wish they did better, but they never will.